The decision to go no contact with a parent is one of the most profoundly difficult choices an adult child can make. It often comes after years, sometimes decades of emotional struggle and attempts at reconciliation. Yet, this deeply personal act of self-preservation is frequently met with harsh judgment. Many observers, including family members and the general public, often label adult children who choose this path as selfish or disrespectful. This perception stems from a complex interplay of societal expectations, cultural norms, and a fundamental misunderstanding of toxic family dynamics. It creates an isolating experience for those seeking peace. Going no contact means ceasing all communication and interaction with a parent. This is not a casual decision, nor is it typically made out of spite or fleeting anger. It is a last resort, often implemented when all other attempts to establish healthy boundaries or improve the relationship have failed. The goal is usually to protect one's mental, emotional, and sometimes physical well-being. It is a recognition that the relationship as it stands is actively harmful and detrimental to the adult child's life. This step is taken for survival, not for punishment. Society places immense value on family bonds, particularly the parent-child relationship. There is a deeply ingrained narrative that parents should always be honored, and children owe their parents unwavering loyalty and respect. This cultural expectation is powerful and pervasive. This narrative often overlooks the reality that not all parent-child relationships are healthy or nurturing. It assumes a baseline of functional love and support that simply does not exist in many toxic family systems. Breaking these perceived sacred bonds is seen as a violation of fundamental human principles. When an adult child goes no contact, the accusation of selfishness is common. This often arises from the perspective of the parent or those who sympathize with them. They may see the adult child as abandoning their duty or prioritizing their own comfort over family ties. This viewpoint fails to acknowledge the immense pain and suffering that led to the decision. It frames self-preservation as a self-centered act rather than a necessary one. The adult child is often seen as neglecting their parents' feelings or needs without considering their own long-term emotional damage. The charge of disrespect is closely linked to the idea of filial piety and traditional authority. In many cultures, parents are seen as figures who command automatic deference and honor. To cut ties is perceived as the ultimate act of disrespect, a rejection of their parental role. This perspective often ignores the history of disrespect, manipulation, or abuse that the adult child may have endured. It prioritizes the parent's perceived status over the child's lived experience. The act of setting a boundary, even a drastic one, is misinterpreted as an attack on authority. For a parent, being cut off can be a deeply painful and confusing experience. They may genuinely not understand why their child has chosen this path, especially if they do not perceive their own behavior as toxic. Their pain can lead them to lash out with accusations of selfishness or disrespect. Some parents may feel abandoned, rejected, or publicly shamed by their child's decision. They might believe they have done nothing wrong, or that their actions were justified. This lack of insight often perpetuates the cycle of misunderstanding and blame. For the adult child, the decision to go no contact is rarely made lightly. It is often preceded by years of trying to fix the relationship, enduring emotional abuse, manipulation, or neglect. They have likely exhausted all other options for establishing a healthy dynamic. This choice is typically born out of a profound need for safety and healing. It is an act of reclaiming one's identity and mental health, which may have been severely compromised by the toxic relationship. The emotional toll of maintaining contact often becomes unbearable. Toxic parent-child relationships can inflict deep and lasting trauma. Chronic criticism, emotional manipulation, gaslighting, or neglect can lead to anxiety, depression, complex PTSD, and other mental health challenges. The adult child often carries these wounds into their adult life. Going no contact can be a vital step in breaking cycles of abuse and beginning the healing process. It provides the necessary space and distance to recover from past trauma and build a healthier sense of self. This is not a luxury, but often a therapeutic necessity. It is crucial to challenge the simplistic narrative that labels adult children as selfish or disrespectful. We must recognize that healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, empathy, and boundaries, not on obligation or fear. When these foundations are absent, difficult choices become inevitable. Understanding requires empathy for the adult child's journey and an acknowledgement of the complex realities of family dysfunction. Self-preservation in the face of ongoing harm is not selfishness. It is a fundamental human right. Setting boundaries, even extreme ones, is not disrespect. It is an act of self-care. To move forward, we need more open and compassionate discussions about toxic family dynamics. Education can help dismantle harmful societal myths about unconditional family loyalty. It can foster a greater understanding of why adult children make these painful decisions. Supporting adult children who choose no contact means validating their experiences and respecting their need for safety and healing. It means recognizing that sometimes the most loving act for oneself is to create distance from a source of ongoing pain. This path, though difficult, can lead to profound personal growth and peace.